Hi, I'm 23 and I've never had a boyfriend. If this comes any close to your experience, please stitch this. I'd love to hear about it.
Hi besties, welcome back to the channel. Why are most Gen Zs single and lonely? Is it because Gen Zs are difficult to date? Or maybe they just made the choice not to date?
I'm 22 years old and I've never had a boyfriend. I've never been asked on a date. I've never had my first kiss. Like, no one's ever been romantically interested in me before, which is really sad because literally all I want in my life is love. I want love. Like, romantic love, you know? Like, that is like such a dream, and I love looking at people on TikTok and they're a cute couple, you know, whatever. But then I also get super sad because I'm like, will that even happen for me? Like, I know I'm 22 and I'm young, but I never even had like a boyfriend in high school when everyone else around me was dating, so. But you know, if God wants to send me someone, you know, just to test the waters on like, is she ready to date? I would appreciate it because I want to know if I'm ready to date. I don't know how to act around guys that I think are cute, you know? Like, I literally start laughing and I can't stop. I look psychotic, so I need help with that. So if God wants to send me like a guy, I would appreciate it. And if you're in the same boat as me, I'm sorry you are, but I'm glad you're here. I think we'll find love someday. I think the perfect person will be sent to us. But you know, it also kind of sucks because like, of course, like I want love and all those things. It just makes you feel like steps behind people, out of the loop almost. Like, what am I doing wrong? Why aren't people interested in me? Am I ugly? Am I too chubby? You know, like those sort of things. Is my personality too much? And it just makes me like overthink those things, and then it makes me hate myself. So I don't really know where this rant came from. I just want love. I just want love. That's all I want. So will I get it one day? No idea.
Hot take, but I don't think you should feel bad if you've never had a boyfriend and you're in your 20s. Because take me, for example. I am 24 and I have never had a boyfriend. There were definitely times where I would feel really shitty about the fact that I've never had a boyfriend. And more recently, I've been trying to do some introspective work and kind of figure out why exactly I felt like that. And not to toot my own horn, but I think I'm great. And I know whenever the time does come, I will be a phenomenal partner. I'm fun, I'm motivated, I can pay my own bills, and seemingly every guy I've ever been with thinks the same thing and says the same thing. So why is it that I've never had a boyfriend? But then again, the more I think about it, I don't think I want to be in a relationship. Who's to say when is a good time to be in a relationship or when is too late to be in a relationship? I am 24. I have the rest of my life, literally the rest of my life, to figure it out. More importantly, this is the time to really figure out what you like and what you want and what you don't. Let's be honest, how many times have you looked at one of your friends and been like, he treats you like shit, he doesn't deserve you, so why are you allowing this to happen? And I think more times than not, people stay in these relationships out of the fear of being alone. But why is being alone such a bad thing? I remember I got this comment on TikTok and this girl was like, girl, you're always dating. As I should, because I'm not gonna settle. And there are so many different types of men out there that who am I to sit there and just go for the first one just because the date was good? No. And maybe this is just a very long video, and the moral of the story is you should treasure the time that you're single, and where you can be the priority for yourself and you can do what you want, when you want, however you want, with no one to tell you what to do. Even if you've been in a relationship and you're newly single, and I know it's scary, embrace it. But that's my hot take. Be single, live life, and do you.
I've never had a boyfriend. I'm 26 years old, and today we are going to talk about some of the struggles that come along with that. While I am very confident in the fact that I've never been in a relationship or had a boyfriend, there are still some factors that make it just a little bit difficult. So I wanted to share that in case anybody else felt the same way. First of all, there is this feeling of just being undesirable and like unworthy for a relationship, that especially if you don't have a boyfriend or relationship in your like very formative years in like high school and like even college, like it's just this feeling that you like can't really shake and you have to go out of your way to unlearn, and I've really struggled with that. I obviously know deep down that I'm worthy of love and being in a relationship and all of that kind of stuff, but sometimes there's the devil on my shoulder that's just kind of like, well, if we're looking at past examples, like, no you're not, because how come it hasn't happened yet? So it's been a journey to teach myself not to think like that. Then there's the fact of never having been in a relationship kind of makes you very independent, and like while I was growing up, my focus was like school and swimming and friends, and now in this part of my life I'm very career focused and friends focused. It's like, how do you like cycle a guy in because I've never had to do it before. So it's like, that's another tough thing. Then this might be a little bit more of a personal example, but I really struggle with being vulnerable with my feelings. I have a lot of walls up and my heart is extremely guarded, which I'm working on letting that down. But being open and vulnerable with my feelings scares me a lot because every time that I have been brave and told a guy how I felt, shared my feelings, is always gone up in flames for me. It's never just been like, oh no, I just don't feel the same way. It's usually been like, oh, I feel the same way, but we can't work out for XYZ, which in turn has made me feel like there's something wrong with me. And it's just been honestly kind of scarring and now has made me really scared to open up with my feelings because I'm like, I don't want to feel that again. And then that has led me into only wanting to keep things casual a lot of the time so you don't have to deal with feelings. And so then it's like this transition of like, how do you jump from casual to like serious, when at the end of the day I know that's what I want, but it's just really scary to like have to do it. And then transitioning from there, some may say I'm a little scared of love, but I will also say I'm scared of it and being in a relationship because I've never had it before. So it's like, I don't know who I am in a relationship, and that freaks me out. I love who I am now, and I'm like, am I gonna change? Am I gonna be a different person? Or not even that, but I'm also like, I just don't know what to expect. I don't know what's gonna happen. So it just kind of freaks me out a little bit. So that makes me a little scared. So those are kind of my inner struggles that I deal with as someone who's never had a boyfriend. And I just feel like at the end of the day, I know that these struggles make me a tougher person, make me a better person, and it's gonna make my relationships, when the time comes for me to get into them, it's gonna make them even better. Because I've had to learn myself and learn all these kind of things the hard way, and I think that's the best way to learn. So if you resonate with this, I feel for you and I love you.
I'm turning 25 next week, which is so exciting, but also like terrifying because now I'm officially gonna be in like my mid-20s. And I am unemployed, still living at home, and never had a boyfriend. So it's so funny because when I was younger, I used to think like, oh my god, 25, I'll probably be married with kids. Like, I used to think 25 was so old, but now that I'm like almost 25, I'm like, I do not have my life together in the slightest, but that's okay. But it's just funny when you think about it. I don't know what my point was for this TikTok, but I guess like, you're never behind, you're always on your own time, and don't waste your life always putting these expectations on like how you think it should be, or like feeling behind in life when you're doing great and you're doing amazing. You're probably doing so much better than you think you are. So just give yourself a break, appreciate, make the most of where you're at right now, because there's going to come a time in the future where you're going to look back on where you're at now and you're going to miss it. You're going to wish you would have enjoyed it a little bit more. So just enjoy where you're at. Know that you're doing so much better than you think you are, and you are so amazing and so awesome. So like, give yourself a little break and know that you're doing great. You're doing amazing. So again, no idea what my point was, but love ya. Also, I tried out a new place today, like a little coffee shop, and delicious, divine. It's an iced latte with vanilla and oat milk. So good. So today, the vibes, immaculate, truly. And I hope they're immaculate for you too today.
Tell me if anyone can relate to this. I am 20 years old and have never had a boyfriend. Don't get me wrong, it's kind of by choice. Feels like I'm the only one in the planet who has never had a boyfriend. Gone on dates and stuff, but I'm just so picky. Can't help myself. Like, I'm not gonna settle for the bare minimum or something that just appears in front of me just so I can have a boyfriend. I'm not gonna have a boyfriend for the sake of having a boyfriend. So hard because all of my friends have boyfriends. They all know, like, they can relate to each other. I'm like, okay. It's not their fault, obviously, but you know, it sucks. And at the same time, I've been single my whole life. I'm so happy by myself. I love my life. Why would I settle to something that won't add value to my life? That audio from TikTok is so real. Like, you're not competing with anyone else. You're competing with myself because I'm so happy alone. But it's a fight in my mind. Like, am I the problem? I am the problem. I know. Like, should I just pick anyone and date them just so I can say I had a boyfriend? You know? Should I do that? It's not right, but it's socially acceptable. So I'm like, I'm 20 years old and I have cousins that are like 15 and already have boyfriends. And I'm like, oh, really? How is it? Time that I'm so young, I'm so old. Because I'm 20? Anyway, the conclusion of this video is, I know there's someone out there that can relate to me. You find someone when you find someone, there's no pressure. Seriously, that's what I try to tell myself every day. Like, I have goals, I have plans, I want to travel the world, I want to see everything, I want to meet people, and I will. And I believe, I have faith that I will meet that person that is right for me. And so are you.
There's no running against time. We are so young, our whole lives ahead of us. And if you plan on getting married, you're gonna spend your entire life with that person. So enjoy your time alone now. Like, I don't get the race to finding someone. Respect your body, respect yourself. Go out there, have fun, and romanticize your life a little bit more. Like, you're alone, but not lonely. Why are you waiting for someone to do that with you? Whatever, okay? I'm talking about myself, okay? What the hell's anyone? It's kind of a pep talk with myself and with you if you're going through a similar situation. And yeah, have fun. Love you, Betsy. Don't lose faith.
I'm 25 years old. I've never dated. Don't know how entertaining this will be. Hopefully this helps someone out there. Kind of to sum everything up, I'm going to do a little story time, I guess, about the fact that I was in a relationship for 6 years. I was with him since I was 18. He's pretty much the only guy I've ever been with, the only guy I've ever dated. We were engaged. There was a wedding date. There was an apartment. There was a whole life plan. Really, I planned my entire life with him. It was from one day to the next. He decided to call it off and break things off. I planned my entire life with him. And now we're starting from scratch. And that's okay. That's the journey that God or life has put me on. Not the journey I would have chosen. It's not something I'm happy about. But, there's no point in being depressed or frustrated. I have to, find a new path for myself. And basically starting from scratch. So I'm going to ask a lot of questions. I'm going to put myself out there, be vulnerable.
Okay, so I'm 25 and I've never been in a relationship. Usually when I tell people that, they're like, are you okay? Like, yes, I'm okay. I think, no. The truth is, okay, I've been on dates and stuff like that, but every time it's time to progress, I would always get this nudge in my heart telling me, this ain't it. This ain't it, sis. This ain't it. Stop ahead. Stop ahead. And I quickly found out that that nudge is God telling me what's up. I feel like we've all experienced that nudge in dating, of that feeling of like, but most of us just ignore it. And then when I was younger, I would always get frustrated with God, like, God, why won't you let me just do what I'm trying to do? But now that I'm older, I realize how God was protecting me the whole time and preserving me the whole time. Like, he's so good. I know we've all prayed that dangerous prayer of like, Lord, if this is not the person that you have for me, please remove them out of my life. And then like 1 second later, they're gone. Like, I swear that's the fastest prayer. But I would oftentimes pray that prayer and then poof, they be gone, okay? They be gone. All I know is that God protects us, and it's up to us to listen to him. Now, we can go through with a lot of the situations that we want to go through with, but then most of those always end up in heartbreak. So I don't know, I just think it's important to just listen to God when you're on this journey. So if you feel like you're a late bloomer when it comes to the whole dating situation, listen, don't worry. This is God's way of preserving you and protecting you. And in the right time, baby, it's gonna all come together. So be encouraged. God got you.
25, never been in a relationship before, but you will not catch me on a dating app. Sometimes I download it and then I immediately delete it because it's just not for me. Like, I want to meet cute so bad. Like, in my cute little romance books, like, I want a cute little meet cute, and I won't settle for anything less than like an enemies to lovers, friends to lovers, one bed trope, celebrity movie star romance. I'm actually just kidding about the enemies to lovers because I would actually cry. Actually, I wouldn't. I would just like, you're out. Don't be mean to me. Like, what do you mean you don't like me? Like, what do you mean? So yeah, hoping for a cutie little, like, friends to lovers, like a cute meet cute rom-com type of romance, and I won't settle for less. I just will not. I simply refuse. Just a little reminder that you're never behind, you're always on your own time, and to never settle for less than what you know that you deserve. Love you. Bye.
Besties, being single at 23, 24, 25, or 19 is not that bad. It's not that terrible. Just use this time and discover who you are. Find yourself. Try and chase after the bag. And again, stop Like, drop your phones. Internet cannot replace reality. The internet cannot replace the reality. Internet has screwed up our lives a lot. I know it has its benefits also, but it has screwed up our lives. Don't be scared of rejection. A lot of you are just scared of rejection. A lot of you just consume too much negative things online that you think, oh, in reality, everybody's lonely and worried, everybody's scared. Stop believing it's, oh, I'm single and happy. Yeah, some people can be single and happy. It does not mean because they are single and happy, you are single and happy as well. And don't be too scared because you have not been in any relationship at that age. You guys will be fine. As long as you drop your phones, you will be fine. You will be fine. You meet your person. You meet your kids, and some, trust me, you meet them. As long as you drop your phone. And don't be scared of rejection. I know the dating market is not funny. It's terrible, I know. But you still have to try. Or else you'll be lonely. And being lonely is not that bad. So choose whatever you want to do. Just make sure you are happy at the end of the day. That's just what matters. Be happy for yourself. Be happy. Trust me, you have only one life. So be happy. So no further ado, do not forget to like this video. And thank you so much for watching. Do not forget to like the video. Do not forget to subscribe to the channel. Yes, do not forget to subscribe so that I will not be lonely. That I have you besties to keep me company.